Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a reading vlog. I've been thinking about doing different themed reading vlogs and just reading books in that trope or genre and then letting you know what I think, whether I recommend them or not, just stuff like that. So I think this weekend I'm going to try and read as many sports romances as I can over the course of the next 2 days. I think the first one I'm going to start with is, the first one I'm starting with is The Hardest Fall by Ella Mays, because it's on Scribd audio as well as on Kindle Unlimited, so I can sort of switch back and forth between them so I can still get stuff done around the house while reading it. So yeah, I think that's what I'm starting with. I've only read like 2 chapters so far, but I'll probably continue reading for the rest of the morning and then maybe even listening while I take Kevin for his WALK, but it really depends. But I got my morning coffee. I'm ready to just sit down and read for a while. This one follows, so just to give you a little synopsis on this book, or at least from what I know of it so far. It follows, what's her name? It follows Dylan and Zoe, and Zoe is dared at a party to go and kiss this guy, and it turns out to be Dylan, who is like a star on the team's football team, like the school's football team. Anyway, so she goes and sneaks and asks him permission to kiss him at the time, and then but he has a girlfriend, and then they bump in a year later. They bump into each other again on campus, and he is single but she's in a relationship, and I think it's gonna flash forward to another year later, and then I'm guessing that they're both gonna be single at this time. But that's the beginning of it. That's what I know so far. I don't know past that, but it sounds like really good so far. I'm not sure who the guy is on this audiobook, but he did, when he was voicing the female main character, like when it was her, he was using like a really high-pitched voice, and I just don't love when audiobook narrators do that, like when the girl goes like super low to pretend to be a guy and then vice versa. Anyways, I don't love that, but so far it's still good. Anyways, I've got to go feed Kevin, and I'll check in with you guys in a bit. Hey guys, so I'm in the same spot, but it's quite a bit later. I took Kevin for his morning walk, we ate breakfast, all of that, and I've just been sitting here for a little while, just doing some planning while I listen to the audiobook of this, but I'm on chapter 8 now, and I was totally wrong about how it was going to be another year later and they were just going to meet up and they were both going to be single, like bump into each other. So I was wrong about that. I did not read the description of this book at all when I picked it up, obviously. Dylan was in his senior year, was supposed to be living with a bunch of his teammates, but his girlfriend of the time ends up cheating on him with 2 of his teammates, and so he doesn't want to live there anymore because he's pissed off his teammates didn't have his back with his girlfriend. And anyways, so he needs to find another living situation, and for some reason the coach has an apartment for Zoe. I'm not sure what their relationship is. I think they're trying to make it seem like she's in a relationship with Coach, but I think that she's probably his daughter. Yeah, I'm guessing it's not that, because they're making it seem because she's has this sort of boyfriend who they haven't mentioned, and they he's keeping her a secret from his family, and I'm pretty sure it's probably because she's his daughter, not that they're together, but I don't know. Anyways, so the coach offers for Dylan to stay in the apartment, thinking that Zoe had another place to stay, but turns out she doesn't, so they're living together in this apartment together. So it's forced proximity, roommates, it's also all that, plus the sport, sports romance, which I'm loving all the tropes in this. Anyways, because there's an audiobook of this, I'm probably going to continue listening to the audiobook mostly instead of reading while I get other stuff done. Like, I need to plan out a video to film, and I also need to upload my video for tomorrow and stuff like that. So I think that I'll probably do that while I listen to the audiobook. And I also kind of want to do some stuff in my reading planner that I got. So I want to do some things in there as well today. So I think I'm gonna focus on the audiobook for this one, and then I'll read probably the next sports romance. I'm not sure which one I'm going to read yet. I don't have an idea yet. Anyways, I'm about 28% of the way through this, so I'll update you in a little while and let you know what percentage of the way through it. I'm really liking Zoe's point of view. I can really relate to her like shyness and stuff like that, and I like that we're getting both of their points of view. I really am liking both the characters. I like their like banter. I like the tension that's sort of building between them as roommates and stuff like that. So I'm like really liking this book so far. Hey guys, so I'm now about 50% of the way through the book. I've just been planning out a video and stuff like that, and I actually read it for a little while too, and I'm about to go get ready to film a sit-down video. I'm gonna film like all the books that I gave 5 stars in 2022, so that's gonna take like a decent amount of time because I gave quite a few out last year, especially near the beginning of the year. Anyways, I just wanted to give a little update while I got ready to film this video. I decided what I'm going to read next is actually a reread for me. I think I read it in September of 2021, but I want to reread it because I want to read the second in the series. It's Most Valuable Playboy, which is the first in the Ballers and Babes series by Lauren Blakely. I think the second one's called like Most Likely to Score. They're on Kindle Unlimited. They used to be on Kobo Plus last time I read them, but it looks like they moved over to Kindle Unlimited, which is fine because I have both because I'm a crazy person. Okay, sorry, I moved you slightly so I can talk to you while I do this. But yeah, I want to read those ones next. I don't know if I'll get to both this weekend or if I will only get to the first one, but I definitely want to reread it so that I can read the second one soon. Yeah, so that's the plan. Anyways, so I'm 50% of the way through this book and I'm really enjoying it. I really like the characters. I like that there's like a build up of tension, like they haven't gone together or anything like that 50% of the way through. So it's definitely a slow burn, which I appreciate. I love a good slow burn. And honestly, usually Ella Mais's books are slow burns, so I was expecting it. I'm interested to see what happens with her dad. So they've said that he is her dad now. And actually, I'm kind of confused. Like, I'm wondering if her brother is her twin or if he is her older brother. I'm kind of confused about that point, but I'm sure it's going to come out soon. And I'm really excited to see what happens with that whole thing. Like, it's like an extra drama added to this book besides the actual like romance, which I'm enjoying. Like, I don't think it's an unnecessary plot. I think it's like an interesting plot line. So yeah, so far I'm really enjoying it, and I'm gonna go film my video soon, but I will update you when I've read some more. I don't know when that will be, but I'm really hoping to finish this book today so that I can start the second one tonight. Hey guys, so it's quite a bit later. We took Kevin for his walk. I've been playing with him and listening to the audiobook for a while now. I'm at 75% of the way through, like I'm on chapter 24, and they finally got together, so. But I can smell a third act breakup coming, which I'm not too happy about. Like, right at the end of the last chapter, it said, like, in the end, I got in her in every sense of the word, only I had no idea none of it would matter the next day, not after the way she broke my heart. So
obviously, and also I knew because she never ended up telling him about her dad and brother, so we all knew that that was going to be a problem. So I don't love third act breakups. I feel like most people don't, so sorry about Kevin in the background, by the way. He's being very whiny because he wants me to keep playing with him. So I think I should be able to finish this book tonight, and then but I probably won't start the new book until tomorrow, just based on timeline. But who knows? It really depends. Me and Steven, I think, are going to start the show Kaleidoscope tonight. So it depends on how into that show we get, or whether like we just binge that tonight, or whether I'll have time to read or not. Anyways, I'm going to go take him out to see if he actually needs to use the washroom and isn't just whining because he wants to play. But I probably won't update you until I finish the book. Yeah, but it should be tonight. And I'll give you my final thoughts on everything.
Lazy Sunday mornings, hiding under covers.
Good morning, happy Sunday. Sorry if you can hear Kevin in the background. He's eating his breakfast. Sorry I didn't update you at all last night. We did end up watching Kaleidoscope like for majority of the night because it's really good. I actually really enjoy it. I don't know. I think the order we're watching in is actually really well done too. So if you haven't heard of Kaleidoscope, it's like, you should look it up. The first like little episode kind of explains the concept of it. So, but I did end up finishing The Hardest Fall last night, and I really liked it. Like I really liked it. I think I'll give it around like 4.5 stars, just because there were some things that still bothered me about it. But overall, I loved it. I loved the plot. I loved the characters. I loved everything about the conclusion. I thought it was super cute. Wrapped it up really well. I just didn't really like that they were calling each other buddies or like best buddies the whole time. I found it really weird and childish and like gave me the ick about them, but like I really did enjoy them other than that. The other thing was that there was this whole like little, I don't want to spoil it, but there was a whole little like subplot with her best friend that introduces trauma into the book that I really didn't think was necessary. Like it didn't add to the plot at all. It didn't add to anything except for adding some trauma into the book, and I really didn't think it was necessary. So that was the only other thing that I didn't like about the book. But I started the Most Valuable Playboy book this morning. Because I also want to read the second book. They are all standalones, but I really liked the first book, I remember, so I wanted to reread it. It's actually interesting because the whole book is from the male main character's point of view, which is I've never seen that done before. It's usually dual POV, third POV, or like the female main character's point of view only. You very rarely get just the male main character, but basically there is a auction every year to auction off a date with the football players, and there's Cooper, the quarterback. So he really does not want this radio host to bid on him, so he gets his best friend's little sister to bid on him, and then they start fake dating. And that's like the plot of the book. But I really enjoyed it the first time around, so I'm excited to read about it this time too. So it's like best friend's sister and fake dating, sports romance. It's a great book, so I'm excited to read that, and I'm excited to also read the third book, or the second book as well, which I think is called, I can't remember. Oh, Most Likely to Score, I think that's what it's called. Hey guys, so I'm on chapter 12. I'm about 40% of the way through the book. There's less than 300 pages in this book, so it's going to be a pretty quick read. I think that it will probably take me like an hour and a half to read the rest of it, but I'm really liking it still. So I've forgotten the reason why they had to fake date in the first place, but it's because they had to lie to the cameras as to why she was bidding so much on him.
and saying that they were dating, and then when people found out, they assumed that the reason why he was on a winning streak was because he was dating her. And for her, it really helped with her salon's business because her landlord was about to up the rent at the end of the lease. So that's why they ended up fake dating. And I forgot that the brother doesn't want them dating at all because Cooper is a player and he doesn't want his sister with a player. So yeah, so it's gonna have that brother's best friend tension still, which I really like. And I guess they were like childhood friends sort of too. So there's also like the friends delivered aspect in this book. Anyways, it has a lot of tropes that I really like, and the characters are really cute. There's nothing like too cringy, I would say, that's happened yet, which can happen, which sometimes happens. But yeah, I just wanted to give you a little update, let you know where I am. I'm still liking it as much as I liked it the first time I read it. It's definitely not like a 5-star read, but it's a solid 4, I think. We'll see how it goes again. From what I remember, and I'm like 40% of the way through the book now, so. Anyways, I need to edit my video for Tuesday, so I probably am going to take a little break from reading this to do that, and then I'm going to go back to reading it, and I'll update you when I'm a little further into the book, maybe like I don't know, maybe in like another hour after I've read it. We'll see. Hey guys, so it's quite a bit later. It's actually 9 o'clock and I'm just getting into bed now. I still have not finished the book because it's ended up being like a little bit of a busier day than I was expecting. And by a busier day, I just mean that Kevin just would not settle. He wouldn't sleep at all today. I basically was playing with him and running him around with him all day. I have I think I have like 45 minutes left in the book. So I'm going to sit here, I'm going to read all the rest of the book before I go to bed, and then I'm going to tell you my thoughts and I'm going to end the vlog here. I don't think I'll get to most likely to score in this vlog, but I do hope to read it soon regardless. But it's just not going to be in this vlog, so make sure you stay tuned for my monthly wrap-up. I'm hoping to get to it this month. But I am really enjoying Most Valuable Playboy. Like, honestly, I like it even more than I remember. I really like the writing style and I like that it's from the male point of view the whole time. I really wasn't sure if I remembered liking that about it, but I do. And I just think that their banter is perfect. They have chemistry, they have tension. It's just everything that I'm looking for in a book couple. So but I really am loving this book. I actually think I'm liking it even more than I remember liking it. I really like the way it's written from the male point of view. Like, I know it sounds like it's something you wouldn't want, but I really like it. You get the female main character's point of view through text messages with her sister-in-law, or her best friend, she calls her. And something else I really appreciate about this book is that although I don't know anything about football, I appreciate that the main male character is actually playing football in the books. I don't know why, but it really bothers me when sports romances don't have anything to do with the actual game. They're just the character is just a player for that sport and they don't mention the actual sport at all. I don't know why, but it bugs me. But anyways, I'm going to stop rambling and go finish this book so I can give you my thoughts before I fall asleep tonight. But I just wanted to do a little update. Hey guys, so I just finished the book and I really, really did enjoy it. The ending was wrapped up way quicker than I would have liked. It just I just wanted more from the ending. I think I'm going to give it 4.25 stars, which I think is actually around what I rated it last time too. I did really enjoy it, but the ending just fell really flat for me. But I'm excited to read the next book in the series soon. But that's going to be the end of this reading vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below what your favorite sports romance book is.
Subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys.
Under covers, I don't mind staying in with you. Play your favorite movie, laying right beside me. I don't mind.